Hey viewers, welcome to another BRM video. You're all going to love this one today. I purchased this Regina Oro hub on eBay, and it's going to go on the 86 Lotus. When I first got this, I thought, okay, I'm going to pull it apart, clean all the cogs on it, and also the lowest geared cog is only 20 teeth. So I purchased a Oro 22 gear. The thing was, I thought what I could do before I even saw this, before I got this, was I thought I could just replace some of the smaller ones here so I wouldn't have the big leap from an 18 to the 22. I thought that'd be too big of a leap. In fact, make a comment down there what you think about that, if that 18 to 22 is too big of a leap. But I thought, well, now, after I got this apart, I really can't use this. To make that big of a leap, I don't really want to use this cog, and I can't change the small ones here, and we'll get into that why I can't. When I was taking this apart, I used the chain whip on the big cog here. And I thought, okay, well, maybe just the small cog comes off, and the rest of them will either slide or screw off. What happened was, when I put the chain whip on here and the small calipers on here, these three came off as one piece. And I'll show you that here. I'm not putting these on tight again here because I don't want to go through what I had to go through, and I'm hopefully going to prevent you going through something here if you ever get one of these. So these came off as one, and then what I did next was I said I want to get this one off, so I put the chain whip on this one, the small handle ones on this one, got this off, and was able to take these apart, and I figured, oh, they unscrew. So I'm laying them down in order here. One screws into the other. It doesn't screw onto the hub. It screws onto this first. It will screw onto the hub, but you want to screw it onto this first. It just goes in easier. And then over here, I figured, okay, well, this is going to come off. So I put the chain whip on this one and the small grip on this one, and got this one off finally. And I'm looking at this. Oh, look what they did. They made different size screw on the hub. So okay, so take this one off. There was no flat part where you could see where the cog was screwed on. So here's what I'm talking about. So if you look at this one, you can see where the hub body and the cog meets. So there's a little separation there. Here, this isn't going to screw off that way. So I turn this thing around and notice that, okay, there's no lip there, so it has to come off the back. Now when you take this off, you have to turn it in the opposite, as you're facing it, the opposite direction. Of course, if you're facing it in this direction as the other ones, yeah, it unscrews the other way, but it comes off the back and not off the front. So anyway, I got that one loose and got this off. Now I was left with this one that was on there super tight. I had to put the freewheel body in a vise in this direction, and when I clamped it, I was able to break this loose. I tried different ways to get it loose. So if you ever get a Regina Oro freewheel, just keep in mind that this hub body has different threads on it, and they all go on differently. So when I get these all cleaned up, I'll go ahead and continue with this video here and put it together and show you how that goes together. Okay, we're going to get this freewheel back together here. I went ahead and, of course, cleaned all the cogs off. Took some sandpaper to them because they had a little discoloring on them, and I needed that to get it off. So I took a little 800 grit sandpaper and went around each one, and then went ahead and polished it with the semichrome. Now when you order these online, they usually sell the cogs and they number them according to where they go on the freewheel. So this position here is number 1, and of course number 2 and number 3. So when I bought the bigger cog, it was labeled 22 teeth, position number 3. You have to be careful when you order. You keep in mind that you just don't slide them all off and slide them all on. You can interchange them. You can't do that. You can only change the ones that fit, of course, in the middle and in the bottom here and at the top. So you have to keep that in mind if you order different cogs for these. So we're going to get it back together here. And what I'm going to do is just put some grease on the threads here, because it's very bizarre to get off, like I explained earlier. And we're going to go ahead and just get a little on here. Okay, I also went ahead and put some oil, light oil, down into the bearings here on both sides. Did that about 3 or 4 times. Got it all lubed up really well. So what I'm going to do is also put a little bit of grease on the 3 bottom ones here that kind of all go together. And I'm probably going to put these together first. They all go on the same part of the freewheel. Okay, get a little more grease on here. Okay, and I'm going to put just a little more grease on the outside one here where the last 2 go. Okay. Of course, you screw on the same way, only in the opposite direction. And get the last one on there. Lip goes on the inside. That's how they go on. Spinning really good. And there we have it. Well, thanks for watching, and hope that helps.